Hello YouTube, this is Survey68 back to you with more reviews. This is not a figure review, this is the exclusive AP Alternate Press magazine released in 2013 in November, which it says December. No idea why. But we are going to be looking at a specific article from Ostracized to Idolized, the making of Andy Biersack, the force behind the Black Veil Brides. So I did pick up both issues at Hot Topic, if you know what that place is. If you do not, well, I don't know what to say to you. But yeah, I have the alternate and original magazines, and they're not just magazines, they're actually stories, basically biographies of Andy Biersack, and I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on it and telling you whether or not it's worth it. So, in terms of worth it, absolutely. I'd buy it 100 times if I could. The price is decent enough, considering it's a magazine. It's the first magazine I've ever actually wanted to have. So I bought both copies when I saw them. I was freaking happy. And, well, it's basically Andy from when he was a teenager, going from determined as a small child with his mom and his dad and his brothers and sisters, all the way up to fame itself, becoming one of he is like the Black Veil Bride. The others joined him. He was the Black Veil Bride. He was the only one that never left. If you do know, the gunsling and all of those were made by Black Veil Brides, but have you ever asked yourself, was it Black Veil Brides, Cece, Jinx, Jake, and Ashley? No, it was not. I do not have the confirmed names of of whom were in the Black Veil Brides at the time, but then a girl joined as the drummer, and then a few others joined. But then they were going to decide to quit. That's why when you see in the Knives and Pens official music video, the original video, you only see 3. Now some of you wonder, how is that? There's 5 of them. Well, that is because the 2 that were not in the video did not want to be in the video because they knew they were going to quit right after the making of that video. So they were in the background, they were not in the actual footage. The girl and the guy and Andy, they were all, they were stuck up in it. They were not going to leave. They were determined. Later on, the girl was relieved of the Black Veil Brides and sent to a band, from what I know, has a song called The Syndicate. I may remember, I don't know their exact name, but I do know they have a song called The Syndicate, if you've ever heard of that. Still have no idea what the band's name is, but I do know she was in it because she was in the music video for one of their songs as the drummer. Yay. But going on to Andy Biersack here, if you guys notice, he looks like a nice guy. He looks like a nice guy. He doesn't wear makeup or anything much anymore. He doesn't do much makeup anymore, so some people like it, some people say, eh, and some people were happy when they did a Halloween exclusive concert where they painted themselves exactly as they did originally and set the world on fire. The gunsling and everything are official songs. They are sold in foreign countries on iTunes, not in American iTunes. I did research that and actually look it up myself. I do have snapshot pictures on my iPhone, and if you need them, just put your number in the comments and I'll send them to you. But that's it for that. Now, what we're looking at in Alternate Press magazine is the story. His original, I believe it's actually pretty neat. For Kiss, to point at you in front of everybody and say, you're going to be a rock star one day. That is what got him there. And his teacher, his specific teacher, which I believe is in here, they do have quotes from everybody. Amazing enough, he has my handwriting. That's awesome. You've got David Roth. Andy's school teacher, David Roth. They do tell you who these people are. David Roth grew up, like, he taught Andy in school and always knew he had a heart for music and different things. They did tell him he would need a little practice with the singing. That's good. They taught him music. He did go to a musical college. And, well, amazing enough, he did it. He became the greatest singer I've ever known. And, well, that's basically all of that right there. David Roth, Joe Flanders, and his parents loved him so much they helped him get to where he was, even though other people told him he would never make it. His friends and others that used to be his friends began a lawsuit against him, saying that some of his art, some of the work he's done in music was their idea and that he stole it from them. So they tried to sue him instead of just saying, okay, like, I give up, you guys win, you get $1 million or something, because they knew he was getting big. He's getting bigger. He decided to just give them all a little bit of money, and they all went on with their lives. And, well, he hates them, I'm sure, but I guess he forgives them in some manner, because they were only teenagers or whatever. But, yeah, so that was that. If you need any more information, I know everything about him, especially the fact that in his room he has a white shelf, unless of course he renovated his bedroom. He has a white shelf with Lego Batman and Lego Bionicle Batman and a few Batman action figures, and he has the classic Barbie doll Batman, which was in the 60s, really freaking old, so it's actually $200 about at this point. He has some really old stuff, but really modern stuff to Batman. He loves Batman. And he has a spandex suit, Batman, classic. And it's a pretty old suit, but it stayed fit to him. But in other words, Andy has evolved well. This is the evolution of Andy Biersack. His makeup and everything changed to more of a modern style due to Motley Crue. He went from Kiss to Motley Crue, and he does go into more other bands. He tries to, like, take in what they do so he can do everybody. He's getting to everybody and all of those different artworks within rock and roll. And as soon as he makes the one which really gets to him, that's the one he's going to stick to. And, well, I guess that's his plan right there. And if you are confused with his pentagram or the star, it is a pentagram, but it's not for Satan. If you notice, it has BVB in it. If you take all of them out, it says BVB, just like that one. Just do this one 5 times around, that makes a star. And because they wanted to keep that one straight, it had to be a pentagram. Otherwise, you would have it sideways at an angle. That would be incorrect. So if you were confused on Satan worshipping, he's not Satanist. That's all I know about him. He is not a Satanist, and I've met him. He's not a Satanist. There you go. In other words, this is a very great into detail piece. He does have pieces from his journal in there. If you like to see that. On regrets, he does regret things, and he really does kind of have my handwriting. Of course, that's him as a teenager. I am going to show you some of his pictures right here from the magazine in case you can't buy it. You do get Andy right there as a teenager in his room, painted for Kiss. His little Kiss guy right there, little Kiss model. They have aluminum foil and paint. I find that freaking impressive right there. And there's him practicing for one concert, I believe. But yeah, there you have that. And this is one of his famous pictures right there. He has many famous pictures. My favorite is the Devil's Advocate. That is a really good picture. You can find that on Instagram. If you want to find them on Instagram, go to Andy BVB on Instagram, Andy BVB RP, Andy BVB Fans, Black Veil Brides. You can also find William Control, which did work with him in Wretched and Divine, and others. If you would also like to know, in the end, if you did not listen to the commentaries, in the end was made by the fact of his grandfather, Andrew Dennis Biersack's grandfather's passing. At the funeral, everybody said how great of a person he was when he was alive, and he thought to himself that was heaven. Is a legacy you leave behind, leading on to, in the end, as you fade into the night, who will tell the story of your life? And who will remember your last goodbye? Those go in as his grandfather's funeral. Those are basically what people were saying. That's what he got out of that. In the end was the birth after death. It was birth after death. So there you go. That song means a lot to people. It's not just a song to some people. To some people, it's a piece. Saying rest in peace, you mean a lot to me. You meant a lot in my life. That's basically what he's saying right there. But there you go. That is my review. If you guys want to pick this up, good luck out there. Andy is a very nice guy. Black Veil Brides don't suck. I wouldn't say they suck, and I don't think it's their music you have to worry about. It's the meaning behind it you need to think about. So, I'll see you all later. Rate, comment, subscribe, like if you like it. And I'll see you soon with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the classic 90s series. Thank you.